Back at 8:53, it is called fibromyalgia, a chronic condition that induces widespread muscle pain, fatigue, sleep, memory, and mood problems. Millions of Americans currently suffer from fibromyalgia, and the numbers are growing. Natural health expert Mark Mincolla is here with some natural health perspectives on fibromyalgia. Mark, great to see you this morning.
Thank you,
tell us a little bit more about this disease specifically. It's more related to muscle pain, is that right?
It is, and inflammation, and we're talking about 18 trigger points, 9 primary, 9 secondary points. Very arthritic kind of condition. 12 million Americans, 80% of whom are women, principally ages 30 to 60.
So there's a specific target group there. Now, when they try to diagnose this, do they go through a series of other tests to basically eliminate that as a possibility and wind up, well, this must be fibromyalgia?
Well, that's exactly how it's undertaken. It's really a very physical condition, and a lot of physical examination, palpation. Again, there are 18 really important trigger points here. These are really important guides.
Have they figured out what causes this as of yet?
Well, that's a great question, and for all intents and purposes, the answer is no. But a lot of current research says that it's all about stress and trauma really altering the brain receptor signals for pain, so that we're more receptive to pain and can't turn off the pain signal.
So when it comes to somebody being diagnosed with this, traditionally, you go to the doctor, and how do they treat this?
Well, there really is no conventional strategy per se, but to treat the individual symptoms. Analgesics, sleep aids, antidepressants, that's about it.
And in terms of natural treatments, what have they found has been most effective?
Well, a lot of research at the Mayo Clinic going back to 2008 says vitamin D seems to be really important for helping to treat with the pain, to mediate that pain a little bit and to sort of minimize some of that pain nerve damage with vitamin D.
And how much vitamin D are we talking about here?
Well, they talk about, first of all, direct sun exposure, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on pigment. Also, they're talking about between 2 and 10,000 units of supplements.
And are there any other, is vitamin D basically what they're targeting? Are there other things from a natural perspective that you could go after?
Well, a lot of the current research really is around vitamin D, but Washington State researchers back as far as 2005 have found this really important correlated with antioxidants, vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium. In fact, additional studies similar to that Washington State research says that a diet rich in antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables seems to really make a difference as well with pain.
When you talk about the vitamin D, is that the main? Does it cover the pain aspect of it? What about the mood and the sleeplessness and that type of stuff?
Well, I think they all sort of work together, and I think the vitamin D has been found to really kind of support the nervous system, similar to vitamin B12. And when that nervous system is supported, all things get better.
When you talk about the research for this, are you finding that people, the research money and those who are looking into this are going more after the conventional sort of things that you talked about as opposed to looking in the natural remedies?
Well, I think yes, and it's always been that way. But I think it's important to underscore here that there is more research money being directed in grant money being directed into sort of vitamin D, as we said, research, a lot of antioxidant research. So there's more of it, but certainly you can't compare.
And how much research is going in? You mentioned the mind part of it and maybe being triggered by stress and other traumatic type of situations. How much study is going into maybe the psychosomatic aspect of what fibromyalgia is?
Well, that's a great question, too. And I think more and more of that is being really raised right now, and I think that folks are interested in this mind-body connection with fibromyalgia because, again, the current research says that there's a stress connection between the adrenal glands and between the amount of acute trauma and stress that people go through, altering these brain signals.
Yeah, stress is tough, man.
Stress is a big one.
It gets you in a lot of ways. All right, don't forget, you can also visit Mark's website at maxhealing.com. Also, Mark is launching a live nutritional webinar series with Healthy Living Magazine. And he'll be leading monthly webinars focusing on nutritional and working in overall health to permanently get that type of good, healthy nutrition into your life and those nutritional supplements. For more information, again, it's visit myhealthylivingmag.com. And again, you can also visit Mark's website at maxhealing.com. You're going to be a busy guy.
Busy man.
All right. Mark, thanks.
Thank you.
It's always great to see you. Let's get it.